I want to talk about how stress can affect you. I can't handle another day like this. So I just wanted to talk about stress and the sound of his feet on the floor are driving me crazy. I cannot stand right now to hear that pitter-patter noise. It's just sometimes as an autistic person, we experience situations and challenges that are not of the norm for us. Things that are outside our comfort zone. Things that don't allow us to keep up with our normal daily routine that we strive with. And I've had a week like that. I was getting ready to go to work on Monday, and I bent down to get some water in my thermos. And when I stood back up, I felt a pain and I knew I'd sprained my back. So that was Monday. I had to call out of work, and I can't tell you how it impacted me emotionally as well as physically. So not only was I in physical pain that day, but I was in emotional pain because I felt like I had let my boss down. And she really needed me that day because there was nobody else to work and I was going to be the only one working. So I knew that I had put a humongous burden on her shoulders that day that I could not help but still feel guilty about. And then Tuesday rolled around and I was still hurting and I couldn't go. And then I knew that there would be 2 days in a row that she would have to do everything I normally do. Again, I felt tremendous guilt. I felt guilt feeling like I was letting down the residents. I felt like a failure. And it was really affecting me emotionally. And as you know, when you are in emotional pain, it can be just as real as physical pain affecting our bodies. I can have issues like a sick stomach. If I'm going to go through something stressful, get a really sick stomach. This time, how it's affected me is itchy skin. So I was afraid I had lice, and I was worried about that because my head was itching so bad, and I woke up today and I was itching really bad, and I took a Benadryl and I went to the doctor, and my upper back was spasming too, which was a new symptom. And so I went to the doctor. And here's another thing about when I am so dysregulated. I'm not capable of masking. Nowhere I go can I mask for anybody. And it's just how it is when you are stressed out. You have other things on your mind. And the social norms don't even come into play when you can't even focus on them because you're so focused on your intense thoughts. And my son made a comment on Tuesday. I kept complaining about how I was feeling so guilty and hurting emotionally. And he said, "You think too much. You're too hard on yourself." And I said, "No, I feel too much." And that's the truth, isn't it? So when I went to the doctor today, she couldn't figure out what was causing the itch, and she asked if I'd been stressed out, and I said I've been stressed out since Monday and missing work and feeling like a failure. So she felt like it was because of stress, and she prescribed a steroid. And so my point is that stress can be so hard on us. Emotionally, it can cause physical symptoms. Maybe you've experienced stress in different ways, and comment down below. Would love to hear what your experiences are with stress. My executive functioning skills are very challenged, and sensory processing is increased. That's not what I'm trying to say. My sensory issues are intensified when I'm anxious or upset. I can feel my whole body tenses up. And this whole situation this week just reminds me of a serious stress event I had when I worked at my other job. Why I quit my job. Because my body was so overwhelmed by what was going on at my last job. I couldn't stay there. I was having panic attacks and breaking down all the time, and I had a boss that was really mean to me and just called me out in front of other people, and I would break down and cry in front of people, and they didn't understand what was going on. And this is before I knew I was autistic, and I ended up having to leave a job I had been at for 8.5 years because the way I was being treated was affecting me so badly emotionally. I couldn't handle it. So when you are autistic and you get out of your routine of doing things, as I have been since Monday, it's really a huge challenge. Nothing is, that's not true. Some things are the same because I'm making them the same. But some things I can't control right now, and that's hard. I just feel like a huge failure. And I can't stand being out of my routine, and it's a holiday week, and there's Thanksgiving tomorrow, and I just can't. We're supposed to go over to my sister-in-law's house, and I don't even know what that's going to be like. I don't know how I'm going to handle that. I'm just going to have to take it one day at a time and pray about it, because I'm really struggling, and I can't handle another day like this. So I just wanted to talk about stress, and oh, the sound of his feet on the floor are driving me crazy. I cannot stand right now to hear that pitter-patter noise. It's just... So I just wanted to share some realness. There are things that go on in my life too, and I just need to remember to breathe, because I feel my whole upper body is just tense, and I'm going to drink some of that tea with the L-theanine in it to try to calm down. So that's it. That's my video for today. Sharing with you